Dave.
And done.
We gotta do the show, man.
Oh, shit.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for coming today. We are here so excited to tell you, finally, about this game that the team at Treyarch has been working
I'm turning my subtitles off.
of our past multiplayer reveals. We're
Hey, are you okay there, lad?
about Black Ops 4 multiplayer, which is set in a narrative world between Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 3. We're just gonna show it to you.
Can I take this line? Do you mind?
All right, knock yourself out.
All right. Here is the worldwide reveal trailer for Call of Duty Black Ops 4 multiplayer.
Oh, yeah! Please be booting around, please be booting around. Marin! I told you it was Marin! I knew it! They just put us on the ground. I'm not got no way! Yo, that's dope. Yo, Gava. Gavala.
How many times you killed me in that video?
So Black Ops 4 represents our most ambitious multiplayer to date. It delivers grounded combat, tight gunplay, an authentic military feel, and of course the fluid and responsive controls that you know and love, all wrapped in the most refined tactical team experience that we've ever delivered. It's a deeper and more rewarding experience that will be played for a long time to come.
All right. Let's just get something out of the way. Are you guys ready? Can you thrust jump? Can you wall run? Can you confirm we are 100% boots on the ground?
I don't even gave a boost to go for free,
You love
yeah.
the fluid feel of Black Ops 3 combat, so the question that we always start with is, how do you create a more grounded and tactical experience, but do it without slowing down the player? So that's pretty easy, right? We didn't stop believing in Guns Up. So in Black Ops 4, we still move with the world in a really fast and fluid way. And you can still keep your gun up while doing many of the other things in the game, like throwing grenades and using equipment, activating score streaks, and mantling. And what's better than doing all of those things while still being able to fire your gun? And it's doing this while firing your gun. Ruin returns, and this time he brought his special issue equipment, the grapple gun, that only he can equip and create a class. So Ruin is a specialist with those unique ability to close the gaps and get to the enemy faster. And the combos that you can pull off when you grapple to grab slam have been making the highlight reel inside the studio, and we can't wait to see just what you do with this. So specialists are back, both new and some familiar, but totally reimagined, because each specialist brings special issue equipment that delivers unique capabilities to your team to reinforce the tactical gameplay without slowing down the player. And you'll hear about many of them throughout the discussion. But you would be fooling yourself if you thought that they were the main characters of this show.
That's right, because Black Ops is and always has been first and foremost about weapons and the gameplay around them. It's no different with Black Ops 4. However, with Black Ops 4, we've made more improvements to gun systems than literally the entirety of Black Ops 1, 2, and 3 combined. This just shows how serious we are about weapon systems at Treyarch. We've designed each weapon as though it's a character in and of itself, which means that we pay attention to every single detail. Hot barrels are going to ooze smoke. Muzzle flashes are going to burst and light up the room. Bullet impacts are massive and they connect the player with the game world around them. And weapons for the first time have real 3D tracers, which both look and feel incredibly awesome, but they also serve a gameplay purpose because they let you know where the gunfire is coming from. And animations have been overhauled to make that feel that you know and love that much more responsive. Bullets will actually deplete as you expend the magazine, but that's just the start. This is a small example of the details that we pay attention to our weapons. On the design front, Black Ops 4 is going to break with tradition by giving each weapon its own set of attachments. Now in the past, attachment sets were shared across weapon classes. But this is important to us because unique attachments are all about making the gameplay of weapons and what makes each weapon stand out from each other. We're also bringing a new category of attachment this game. It's called Operator Mods. Operator Mods is the ultimate expression of a gun's profile. It's going to expand its capabilities in ways that go beyond that core functionality.
PC, but yeah.
You're going to see here the Titan LMG laying down some heavy suppression fire. That suppressive effect is only capable through its operator mod. It's going to distort and disorient the enemy on the other side of it. Now I'm excited to say that weapons are further defined by another first in franchise history today. I'm here to tell you, Black Ops 4 will be the first game in our history to use a true predictive recoil pattern system. This allows you to constantly make micro adjustments while aiming and shooting. This means that the gameplay of each weapon is a path to mastery that is rewarding for new players and veterans alike. This is by far our biggest investment in the weapons platform and combat systems that we've made to give you the most rewarding and visceral experience by pushing the state of the art on weapons visuals, animations, and sound effects.
Weapons and health are two sides of the same coin, and you can't change one without affecting the other. And Black Ops 4 adds some tactical depth through a change in the healing mechanic. Healing is no longer automatic. Now players manually trigger their healing process with a dedicated button, and that becomes essential to your gameplay loop as reloading the weapon after a firefight. And we like this change because it creates a tactical decision point that simply didn't exist before. So you can disengage from combat and heal up, or you can rush an unsuspecting opponent who may be healing herself. And these changes create a more tactical pace to the game, where instead of simply losing to the person who shoots first, you can actually survive a gunfight with smart maneuvering. And this means you spend more time in the part of the game that's the most fun, which is the combat. So aggressive players still feel rewarded for being aggressive. And tactical players can actually choose when to disengage and look for a better opportunity to strike. Our journey into the health mechanics has evolved. It doesn't end just here. Let me introduce you to Crash. And Crash is a medic. And this means when his ability is ready to use, he can actually restore and give bonus health to players for a limited time. And Crash is just more than a medic. He also distributes a salt pack, which resupplies his team, and no doubt the folks at home are already breaking down that MP trailer, and they've already figured out what this one's like. So we've taken a completely fresh look at the health mechanics of a Black Ops multiplayer game to insert tactical decisions and some much-needed pacing into that gameplay loop.
So far we've talked about some really fundamental building blocks of what multiplayer and what makes it awesome. We got movement, weapons, health systems. We're going to take it up a level to situational awareness. Situational awareness covers the gamut of what you see and hear in the game, from the mini-map to the sounds that your footsteps make on different surfaces. We've experimented with all sorts of modifiers that have impacted this over the years, but in Black Ops 4 we embrace situational awareness as a fundamental feature to the game. We're introducing a new system called the Fog of War. And only the parts around on the mini map, the Fog of War reveals a radius around the player and his or her teammates. As you'd expect, enemy players are going to reveal their positions when firing a weapon unless they're suppressed, and many of your favorite score streaks like UAVs and counter UAVs are still going to do what you expect them to do. But what the Fog of War does, it creates more opportunities for teammates to communicate and work together for the win. Now I'm going to introduce you to another new specialist. His name is Recon. Recon is an expert in situational awareness. His special issue equipment is called the Sensor Dart. When he shoots the Sensor Dart into the world, it clears a large radius around it that both he and his teammates can see, and it helps you to locate enemies. He also has Vision Pulse, which makes a return from Black Ops 3, but this time around it's a little bit different. The whole team gets the benefit of it. So with effective usage, these mechanics together can be a clutch way to snag victory from the jaws of defeat. Situational awareness is as important to the gameplay loop as weapons, health, and movement. And as with the other fundamentals, we're giving you, the players, access to these tools to control your own gameplay loop.
The flow of combat is how movement and weapons and health and situational awareness all come together in the head-to-head gameplay. Spawning, pathing, level design, all of these things impact that flow. You might remember Seraph. She has a TAC deploy, and this is a team-wide spawn beacon that allows Seraph to command offensive control over that flow of combat for a period of time. And this is Torque. Torque is the master of disrupting that flow because he can lay down razor wire and create deployable and improvised cover with his barricade. And one last one. Over the years, we've experimented with the idea of area denial in various ways. And in Black Ops 4, it's time to stop playing around. Firebreak makes his return and makes area denial a part of that gameplay loop. His special issue gear, the Reactor Core, allows him to do just that. And Firebreak can even trade his own health to extend the clock on that time. So we've combined the best designs in how level spawning and flow control work together to influence the gameplay loop, and then we place those tools not in our hands, but into the hands of you through the specialists.
And the story of Black Ops 4 is not one of a single game in development, but rather the combined journey of the entire last decade of Black Ops. And you, the community, have been with us every step of that way. Every game that we make is an opportunity for us to do better, to continue the dialogue that we have with you, and you know that we listen. You expect that commitment from us, and this is why we do what we do. So I think we've covered all the details. We've pretty much given away the secret recipe to our multiplayer experience.
Are you sure about that?
What did I miss?
Just one little thing. Just want to tease for our competitive community, and that is the return of League Play.
Woo! Yes!
League Play is a fan favorite, and we've combined the very best parts of it, and we're going to deliver it for all the players in Black Ops 4.
As Mark mentioned in his opening remarks, we're doing some things a little bit differently this year, including how we tell stories in each mode throughout the game. Now we're delivering more narrative and character depth in multiplayer than ever before. And we're also going to give new and returning players the ability to learn and master each of these specialists and solo missions. These missions feature a series of fun and fast-paced trials that give a hands-on introduction to the new and returning specialists, while exploring the stories behind their identities and their backgrounds inside of a Black Ops narrative. Now with each game, the Black Ops players have spent more and more time in multiplayer. And it's important to us that we go bigger on that experience and expand the narrative universe around it. Here is just a glimpse into that universe.
Not bad.
Not bad, Michelle.
Here comes the campaign.
No one gives a fuck about you.
Mason.
You're a number. An asset.
It's Mason.
A pawn in someone else's game.
Hello, can you hear me?
Manipulating you.
Gary.
Watching you. Exploiting you. And when they get what they want, they'll leave you for dead.
Oh, that's not good.
So here's the deal. Alone, you can put up a fight. But together, you can start a war.
my days. Zombies. Oh yes. It's zombie time. Give me a yes. Zombies. Jason, love you right now.
I think it's time for us to talk about zombies.
Yeah.
Good morning, everyone! Especially all the zombies fans out there.
Woohoo.
I know who you are. Those of you who remember zombies as a bonus mode hidden in Call of Duty World at War have been with us from the beginning. You've watched as our undead have grown to become an essential part of the Black Ops experience. The story that we began a decade ago is as much a result of your work as it is ours. Zombies has always been about that shared journey, both for our characters and the tightly knit teams and friends who joyfully compete to be amongst the first to uncover the most latest and deepest secrets. Just as with the rest of Black Ops 4, we've gone back to the drawing board on zombies, rethinking how we can give you more ways to have fun with your friends than anything we've made before. The zombies community has always been our North Star, which is why we took everything that you've taught us and put it on the table for a discussion about where to go to next. 10 years after it all began, we're about to begin a brand new chapter in the...
Can I have garlic sauce on it? Wouldn't that be nice? No, I told you.
Fractured universes, now's the perfect time to start fresh. And let the zombies community discover a whole new world together. Black Ops 4 marks the beginning of a brand new storyline. Separate and
No one gives a fuck about you.
a new world with new characters.
Where to go to next. 10 years after it all began, we're about to begin a brand new chapter in the zombie story right here, together. And we couldn't be more thrilled to reveal the details.
Hey lady. Watching you.
Of all new player characters.
Good morning, everyone!
With each one bringing their own colourful personality, skills, and unique perspective to the team. You know what? It's probably best if I just show you. This is 9.
This is 9. So do the Germans. You are travelers. Was the rumours all true about the something with got an artifact? Shit. What the fuck is that? Holy you fucking shit.
Scarlett, Bruno, Diego, and Shaw, our new cast. We know them, and we can't wait for you to get to know them too. Okay. Sinister villains and engaging heroes and a riveting story of chaos all forms just one half of the equation. It's the what we'll play. Now, let's talk about the how. How we'll play the game. During the development of Black Ops 4, we routinely ask ourselves the question, how do our fans like to play? Well, after taking down literally thousands of zombies, it turns out that you have earned the right to make up your own rules and play the game the way you want to play it. So we're going to provide you with customizable tools and social systems to involve zombies into an evergreen mode for daily, weekly, monthly, and yearly engagement.
Thank you.
Zombies also now boasts custom mutations, over 100 different customizable options that will allow you to play the game your way, changing the fundamental rules and systems of the gameplay experience. Things like zombie speed, health, trainability, type, player damage, magic box functionality, and much, much more. And since the zombies community loves to compete with each other, we're also introducing the Black Ops Authenticity Stamp System. This will give players a shareable code stating exactly what was achieved and with what options. As I'm sure you can imagine, this will help third-party high score boards and other kind of custom competitions. No one likes cheats, especially me. On the subject of custom competitions, we're also introducing limited time created challenges that we're naming Callings, which will regularly introduce new ways for you to play the game and set the stage for ongoing seasonal content and a few themed experience surprises as well along the way. And as we give our fans more power and ways to play, we're aware that zombies can sometimes be a little bit intimidating to new players, especially those who like to kick back on the couch and play solo. The good news is that Black Ops 4 Zombies will also include bot support, meaning you can enjoy the full narrative experience that comes with co-op. Not got a buddy to play with? Let our AI fight alongside you. Want to mix it up even more? We're introducing a new mode called Zombie Rush, a brand new mode simplifying the game experience to create a whole new tempo of gameplay, perfect for welcoming people into the Zombies universe, an enticing challenge for grizzled veterans alike.
Oh yes.
We're also reintroducing difficulty levels and an in-game tutorial to introduce players to the mode in a less stressful way. For those of you who also choose to have the path of most resistance, you can crank up that difficulty all the way up. Now, speaking of stress, we've already seen our 4 new heroes during an era of utter brutality, where no-holds-barred, winner-takes-all combat wasn't just the rule of law, but society's favourite form of entertainment. But zombie fans, wouldn't it be interesting to see them go somewhere nice? Somewhere luxurious? Somewhere they could have a good time? It is my pleasure to show you a glimpse of the second of our Day 1 zombie experiences. Welcome to Voyage of Despair.
So only 67 dead.
And Rick may be a bit higher class than you are.
That bit toughen.
Ah, Bruno, my French friend. The lady will be so lost.
Oh, I thought it was a toughen now.
In my tails. She will not even notice when I make my move.
It's the guy from Black Ops 3. It's that demon.
Timing, as always, is everything. While you and Lady McBlabla head off to do whatever it is that you're going to do,
Shaw will collect the key.
allowing us access to the Millionaire Suite.
Well, we will deal with any unwanted guests. When you say deal with, I have to ask. How? I will not share how you say. Charm offensive. Okay, I'm with you so far, but what did you call the pipe things you're looking for?
Pneumatic tubes used for the conveyance of small packages throughout the vessel. And carry our surprise down to the cargo room. It really should be quite exciting.
And after the detonation?
That's where I come in.
Given that the artifact will be securely locked within the safe, dare I ask how you plan to get through 2 inches of solid steel?
I've got just the thing. A mechanism of my own invention.
What does it do?
It opens things.
And who we got here?
Obviously, your father made some enemies during his travels.
That's a pretty big understatement.
If I may interject, I think you were about to ask if Miss Rhodes expected us to encounter any opposition.
It's possible. Likely, even.
Those the other valuables. Are we to secure them also?
Just the artifact. We're not thieves.
What are we then?
All that stands between humanity and the forces of evil.
Uh-oh. Shit, they can run. No shit. Titanic?
So that's what's happened. So that's what happens when you unleash the zombie horde somewhere nice. Okay, it was the Titanic, but it should have been nice. Trust me, that bloody great iceberg is the least of our characters' worries. There is so much more to talk about, and this really is just the beginning. We'll be revealing a lot more later this summer, where we shall share further details on other never-before-seen goodies on our road to release. Thank you. Friends, we're not done yet.
Yes.
You've seen a taster of Nine and Voyage of Despair, but that's not all the zombies news we have for you today.
New time, what was that?
We've
New
already said
time,
that
what
Black
was
Ops
that?
4 is the deepest, most replayable game in our history.
Environment's outside.
So it's my great
Well,
pleasure
I do
to
know
reveal
time to
that
come
for
in.
the first time ever, we will launch with 3 fully fledged, fully loaded Zombie experiences on day 1. We've seen a taste of what's ahead in our new story, but let's just take a trip back through the ether. One of our all-time fan-favorite maps told the story of 4 lost souls trapped in an eternal purgatory, desperate to break the cycle. Here's a small peek of Black Ops 4's 3rd Zombies map. Nice. Not like I wasn't having enough nightmares just in my day-to-day. I have to work with those people. Listen, I'm gonna make this put it really simply for you. This is a super serious year for us for Black Ops 4 on PC. And we're excited to share that we have a completely dedicated team with our friends over at Beanox, and they're making the most robust, most refined, most customizable PC shooter experience that we've created.
So I've waited all day for
And we're
this.
also excited to announce that Black Ops 4 will be the
Black
first
Ops
Call of Duty
fucking
title
4,
ever
mate.
released on Blizzard Entertainment's Battle Network.
Nah, this is the reveal by Activision.
Now we're working very closely both with the dedicated
Yeah, this year, yeah.
Beanox
And it's boots on the
to
ground.
make sure that this is an
Boots on the
absolutely
ground.
great experience for our
And when
PC
did the
players.
zombie maps are on
Let's take a
Titanic? Yeah, get on that, mate.
Black Ops 4 is really a celebration of our community.
You're gonna put it on the Titanic map.
To do for a really long time, focused on
She's upstairs
unique platform
in the
for
room.
PC gamers, what they deserve.
I think she's just saw in the bedroom now.
It's custom built for the PC, and I think that's going to show through.
I'm like broadcasting from phone. I'm watching at the same time.
We've built a really strong partnership with
You know, I'm watching. That's from my viewers. I'm on my subscribers, and I'm watching it myself.
in bringing the game to the Battle.net platform. That's a first for the franchise.
Yeah,
Those of
for a
us
while.
at Blizzard have been friends with Treyarch for many, many years. When it came to working on Overwatch, we consulted with Treyarch.
There's
on
no
a number
wall
of
running,
features.
there's no
It's the
jetpack
first
faster,
first-person
there's none of that.
shooter
Bit
ever
just
made.
all big
So,
on the
their
ground.
device really helped
And
us
this
build
time
out
campaign the
target.
co-op
It's really exciting
up to
that
4
we can welcome
players.
them onto the Battle.net platform because Call of Duty is a cultural landmark.
With all the features of Battle.net, I think it's
I
going to
still
be
love
pretty
Black Ops
amazing
3,
what
mate.
Black
I love Black Ops 3.
Is going to be be fully integrated with all these social features.
It could have been better.
Friends, talk with your friends.
Yeah, I've got one of my favourite matches. That's just boots on the wrong. That's
We're going to be able to talk to players across Black Ops 4 into Overwatch, which will be
12th of October. Your birthday's in October, isn't it? When's your birthday? April, yeah, I thought. My Brendan's birthday was in October, isn't it? And by the way, this custom zombie map. There's a ball called custom zombie map in Black Ops 4.
We're really talking about making sure that we deliver on what they wanted. For the Black Ops game, we've always had dedicated servers, and this game is no exception. They provide.
I've waited all day.
Okay.
We are testing on the widest assortment of hardware.
You have to be happy with the
largest number of people can play and enjoy Black Ops 4.
We really want to tighten up the gunplay mechanics and make the movement system feel as smooth and as responsive as it possibly can.
There also has been a whole redesign of the UI flow, and we have made tweaks to weapons react.
Things like recoil, weapon knockback, so that for a keyboard and mouse player, it's easy to get back on target. We will have uncapped frame rate. We're going to support 4K, HDR, ultra-wide monitors. It's going to have great scalability options, so everybody will be able to optimize for visual fidelity.
You've seen the team
We've got
here
Brendan coming down for
get
the
rejuvenated and
weekend.
excited by this idea of bringing the game to PC in a much bigger way than we've ever done before.
Yeah, if you're gonna come down, we're not hanging over. There you go. Bye.
Bye.
I probably would do.
Black Ops 4 is the game that lets you play with your friends in more ways than ever before.
Just to the slow
And we
motion
all
bullets.
love Black Ops for that combat experience. But imagine if we take that experience you know and love, and we spin it on its head, and we drop you into a large, massive world
To the
where
flying
you
car.
have to survive to be the last man standing. Let's just pause here for a minute. I don't have to describe to you how Battle Royale works. These games are no secret. We play them too. But for us to even consider this kind of experience, it had to be unique and done in a way only Black Ops could do.
Fortnite,
Now,
Black
we
Ops.
are doing this, but we are
Yeah,
doing
it's
it the
gonna be
Black Ops
a
way.
separate mode.
A survival game with the best, most refined mechanics in the world. Our signature controls and gameplay systems and the kind of fast-paced action that only Call of Duty can deliver. All on the biggest map that we've ever made, over 1,500 times bigger than Nuketown. And this is just the beginning. We're bringing to bear 10 years worth of Black Ops Universe features. That's your favorite characters, your favorite weapons, and the most iconic parts of your favorite maps. And we're putting them all in one place, a crazy collision of fun, and then we're gonna let you navigate that world with land, sea, and air vehicles. This is something that you have not experienced before. Let's keep it rolling. Do you remember your CIA handler, Hudson?
Yep, I remember Hudson
Or
from Black.
maybe you remember that very first, very sweet RCXD kill.
They're from Black Ops City. Those Black Ops 1, so
Or that time when you partnered up with Reznov for revenge.
Yep.
And which of these multiple endings did you experience with the Menendez? Or how about that one time when you worked with your friend Woods to take the Hind?
Remember that?
Now, I should probably mention this one too. Your favorite Zombies cast?
Transit! Woo! Woo woo!
This
From
is
Black Ops
something
10.
totally new. This is doing Battle Royale the Black Ops way. This is Blackout! Alright. There is the game that's been designed for you, the Black Ops community. It's the deepest, most replayable game we have ever made across the 3 pillars of Black Ops 4. Multiplayer, zombies, and our new mode, Blackout. Alright. Look, it's all about having fun with your friends, right? More fun than you've ever had before. Black Ops 4 doesn't have a traditional campaign. We're weaving narrative into each of the modes. And we've added unique ways to play solo in multiplayer and zombies, regardless of your skill level. So, if you're a veteran, get ready to test your skills. And for those of you who just want to ramp up on your own, we got you covered too. This is a game for every kind of player. It's a game that's built to last for years to come. And we can't wait to play it with you. So thank you.
Look, I
want to give a shout out
you
to
would get someone who does that. Don't give
Thank
the
you
audio.
guys so much for this incredible hardware setup that you guys are going to experience here today. And thank you, PlayStation, for your partnership with Call of Duty. We're excited for what's ahead of us. On behalf of everybody at Treyarch and all the developers, as well as Activision and our partners, a massive thank you. Thank you to everyone here. Thank you for coming from far away. It means a lot to us. And of course,
if I showed you the whole thing
world,
from the start,
it's
man,
not gonna be long. We'll be
I
back,
am.
don't worry, before we're sharing more with this amazing community again. Let's check out that multiplayer trailer one more time before you're getting your hands on it with it next door. Let's take a look at Black Ops 4 multiplayer. Take care, everyone.
Boom! Boom! See the shields on me! Good night. I'll take that. Okay. Fire and burning! It's on my X-ray vision! That's good vision post there. What? This looks cool. This does do it. See this one now. Boom, man. Boom. Last stream is over. Oh, really? That was a what? It just looks amazing, but it's ended so quick. That wasn't even on that long. Half an hour, that was it. I thought it was gonna be on longer than that. Pre-orders and get the beta. I need to go to game tomorrow. Yeah, I want the pre-order. I've already pre-ordered it.
Pre-ordered it through your PlayStation, bro?
No, I've pre-ordered it through game.
Why?
Well,
yeah, I know. And someone said the Black Ops fucking 4 shit.
no, that's Black Ops 3. That's the... So that's how Earth. Black Ops 1, the theme song.
Sick fucking game.
What is?
Black Ops 1 and 2, but a lot of people say 2's a flavour of both.
Yeah, I prefer 2.